Rally driving in Uganda is one of the main motorsport events that has grown to captivate majority of the sport fans. It is one of those that has seen both men and women enjoy the wheel and speed at which they drive. With such speed, one would definitely associate the sport with men, but beating the odds is the first woman to win the Ugandan rally title, Susan Muwonge.
I'm Susan Muwonge. My fans call me Super Lady. Why? Because of what I do when I'm behind the wheels. So they decided to refer to me as Super Lady. I'm a rally driver, a teacher by profession, a mother, at times a musician, not so active. Yeah. So that is the Super Lady, Susan Muwonge. As a child, I grew up with my granny. So, you know that situation, it is work all the time. And this is a lady who is so religious. So if it's not church, you're supposed to do house chores. So that is how I grew up. Not too much of a stubborn girl. Well, this sport caught my siblings and relatives by surprise, because I'm not the kind of who was into boy or what? Can I tell it? No, riding bicycles or from that. No. So it caught my relatives by surprise.
A calm and soft-spoken lady, we wonder how she thinks of joining this sport.
The passion for motorsport as a lady came from the fact that I used to drive fast on the streets. So at the back of my mind, I thought that probably even for the race cars, it is all about speed. Not knowing that you have to use skills, there are a few things that you are supposed to know before you get into the race car. So from there, I didn't turn back until when I became the champion. Well, as far as running is concerned, I began way back in 2006. Serious racing was 2006. I began with a small event. We call them sprints. That was in Galga. During that time, it was men versus ladies, and being my first time, it was a bit nervous on my side, but I tried to come out victor as I was ranked second among ladies and 19th among men.
Susan Muwonge attended St. Mary's Nabingo for primary, St. Henry's Girls' School and Gombe Secondary Schools, then Chambogo University, where she did a bachelor's in education and now pursuing a master's in business. We ask about her profession.
Well, rallying is just a sport. Then as a director of an organization, that's business. Because what we do not know is the fact that we do not earn from rallying. It is you and you alone. It's not like football that when Uganda Cranes does wonders, they will get envelopes somewhere. Ours is different. You just walk away with a trophy at the end of the day. So the business has to support somewhere, somehow, if you do not have sponsors. If you have sponsors, then the business can stand on its own and you do the directive as a head of an organization. So I balance it up like I have to be at work as early as 6:30. Since it is a school, you have to take care of people's children. You have to take care of the staff, and I have to leave at around 8 because it is a boarding school. I have to see off these children to bed. So I try as much as possible to be at work. Well, of late I do not teach. I used to teach, but when things were so many my side, I decided to do the administration work. Yeah.
Being a female in a male-dominated sport, Susan shares her experience.
No, rally cars are safe, Anise. When you look at that car, it has a roll cage. However much you roll, you will definitely come out as Susan. Yeah, I got myself so. Yeah, you come out as you just entered it. The only challenge is when probably you knock a tree that becomes a bit dangerous for your life. But if it is just rolling, it is okay. When I go for racing, I do not have to think of the outcome as far as my life is concerned. As far as my family is concerned, there is a target to reach. It's the finish line. Yeah, because if you have that, I'm scared, then that is the biggest challenge as a sport. Whenever you are in a race car, one thing you have to know that if you are to come out in a better position, you have to be fast. As you're fast, you can't rule out whether you are going to incur an accident or not. So our accidents are funny. They come in form of rolling. So I've rolled more than thrice. And I've got injuries on my fingers because of race cars. So the rolling is one of the things we have on our to-do list.
Despite the challenges that come along with this sport, Susan enjoys it, and this is how she challenges the career women.
They normally refer to this sport as a male-dominated sport. So if ladies can drive cars, then why can't they drive fast cars? That question kept running into my mind. So I got the zeal so that let me compete with gentlemen in this sport. At first they were so supportive, but at times when you come up to front yourself in different positions as far as the results are concerned, they decided to intimidate the lady. How can a lady do this? It's men who are supposed to come first, but that didn't give me time to turn the stones. So I said, this is what I want. If somebody intimidates a lady, then that is more passion that I'm supposed to gain. Favorite rally driver? I think it is just Mangat. There is a way he drives, the experience he has, what he does when he's racing is beyond our brains at times. You think if I can do this, I will be the fastest lady in the world. Yeah, so I admire him, the way he drives. Now, for instance, rallying is such an expensive sport. We need a lot from the spares, the car itself, maintaining it, and the fact that you can't avoid accidents when you are first on the route. So it requires a lot of expense. So if you do not have sponsors as a lady, you can't stand on your own. Sports, politics, what, everybody is crying for the government, but at least if it can come up to support us in a way that spare parts at least are affordable as far as taxing is concerned. Then if it comes to the accessories we need in order to race, I think more ladies can join, because there are ladies who have the heart for the sport, but when it comes to sustaining and maintaining, it becomes difficult.
Having been raised by her grandmother, Susan is a religious leader who puts God first in all that she does. But how does she juggle through her work and family?
When I had just joined rallying, my family wasn't supportive at all. But eventually, when I started coming out in good positions, when I started taking on the big guns, then these people were there to support me up to date. Balancing sport, family, work. Like we said, whenever you have passion for something, nothing fails. When it comes to school time, we have 3 months. As far as the ministry calendar is concerned. When it comes to rallying, we still have a schedule. A calendar comes out in which we are supposed to follow. It's not rallying all the time, month per month. There is a break. Then when it comes to the family, most of the time is accorded to the family.
Driven by passion to do motorsport, Susan tells us how she feels while at the wheel in her sport car.
What people don't know about Susan when she's behind the wheels, especially the street car, is that I respect other road users. Why I say that, they expect that most of the accidents probably are caused by these fast drivers. But I try as much as possible to respect other road users, and by doing that, I respect the traffic rules. Yeah. Where it needs going fast, I will. Where it needs slowing down, I will. Where it needs respecting the traffic lights, I will. So I try as much as possible to respect other road users, and just aggressive when I'm driving the race car. Well, my fans named me Super Lady in 2005. I remember we were in Ruvidi. It was a double circuit, and it was my first time actually to race. Then I was racing against a giant, I don't remember his name, but getting into corners, we would get there first. He would get there first, then eventually I take him along the stretch, and that gave people, they started calling me Superwoman, something like Superwoman. Then I had to turn it into Super Lady.
Besides motorsport, Susan enjoys.
Besides sports, I do a little bit of swimming. I do a little bit of music, though not so consistent. So, yeah.
After listening to this, one will agree and appreciate this talented woman.
What inspires Susan? The fact that whenever she competes, she comes out in a better position. I've achieved a lot via sports. One, I've been recognized as the sports personality of the year 2011.
As USPA have chosen Susan Muwonge and Edmund China because the pair won the national championship. It was the first time in the history of motorsport that title was being won by a lady. It was a competitive calendar year. She had to hold off stiff competition from Konsena Wakataka.
Then I've been recognized by Parliament. During the Women's Day in 2016, I was still recognized by the President. I've gotten a number of awards and accolades from different organizations, and most of all, the Raleigh fraternity has supported me as far as business is concerned. Yeah.
So we ask about her music career.
What happened? My sister, I have a sister called Jan, was actually introducing stuff. So it was like, we need some music from the family. Then Dr. T had to compose something in line with that. That is when I started.
Tells us her role model.
And is out of the sport. There's this lady. Rebecca Kadag. Why? She has the brains. She's a lady who is ruling men. So, in that field, I consider her as my role model.
Has this to advise?
The ladies out there, I thank you so much for supporting Super Lady Susan Muwonge, for supporting my team, for supporting St. Francis, and we can only get where we want to just in case we believe in ourselves. Belief alone can take you miles. We normally start small, but eventually get where we want to. People who are big now started yesterday. So if we want anything in life, go get it. Don't wait for anybody. It is your heart, it is your passion, the passion you have towards something that will see us through. So believe in yourself, then start small.